Okay, hello everyone. We are from Group 4. We will make a video of a presidential candidate debate. My name is Raditya, who will act as a moderator.
Hello, and my name is Rizky. I play the role Mas Anis.
Hello, and my name is Muhammad Sahzaid. In this video, I play Mr. Prabowo Bowo Subianto.
Hello, I am Sandy. This is video I play in the role Ganjar Pranowo.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests and viewers wherever you are. I, Raditya Dwi Santoso, will guide the debate of presidential candidates for the 2024 election. Before we start the debate tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it will be a good idea for us to review the debate rules and they must be adhered to and our shared commitment so that they are followed by the candidate pairs and the audience. Is on site this evening so that the debate can run smoothly and in orderly manner. Below I will read the rules for the debate tonight. The first of all, the clothes worn are free, polite, and neat. Secondly, each invited guest must maintain order, security, and cleanliness and not bring prohibited items that could endanger other people at the debate location. And lastly, only those who have registered and have a debate invitation can enter the debate area. Once again, I ask for the cooperation of all attendees and also candidate pairs to comply with the rules and regulations that we have mutually agreed upon. Ladies and gentlemen, we will immediately start the first debate session by listening to the vision and mission and work program of each presidential candidate. Starting for candidate number 2, we invite presidential candidate number 2, Mr. Prabowo Subianto, to convey his vision, mission, and work program. For 3 minutes, start from the moment you speak.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Ladies and gentlemen, Prabowo Gibran has a big plan which we call the National Transformation Strategy. The essence of this strategy, of course, to increase the prosperity of the Indonesian nation and especially improve the quality of human life for all Indonesian people. One of our strategic projects is to provide nutritious food for all Indonesian children, including those still in their mother womb and during school, from early childhood to adulthood. This will overcome the maternal mortality rate during childbirth. This will overcome child malnutrition, stunting. This will eliminate extreme poverty. This will absorb all the efforts of farmers and fishermen. This will increase our economic growth by at least around 1 to 2%. In this way, we can overcome fundamental problems in improving the quality of life of the Indonesian people. Toward eliminating poverty from Indonesia in the health sector, we will build modern hospital in every district, city, and modern community health center in every village throughout Indonesia. We will immediately speed up overcoming the shortage of doctors in Indonesia. We are short of around 140 doctors and we will immediately overcome that. In this way, we will add more medical faculties in Indonesia from the current 92. We will build 300 medical faculties. We will also send 10,000 smart children from high school graduates. We will give scholarship abroad to study medicine and another 10,000 to study science, technology, mathematics, chemistry, biology, and physics. We will also build 3 million houses for those who don't have homes, 1 million in rural areas, 1 million on the coast, 1 million in urban areas. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe that strategic education must improve teacher salaries, including honorary salaries, and increase teacher competency by providing training and upgrading. We also need to improve the salaries of all state officials, ASN, TNI, Polri, agricultural instructor, so that their quality of life will be good, so that they can provide the best possible service to people. Ladies and gentlemen, these are some of our superior programs within the framework of the nation's transformation strategy. We don't just want our development to be based on the economic foundation that has been built by previous president. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our thinking. We are sure we will carry it out and we will achieve Golden Indonesia 2045. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Prabowo. And next, the presidential candidate number 3, Mr. Ganjar Pranowo, for explaining the vision, mission, and work program. Your time is 3 minutes. Start when you speak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, progress greeting to all of us. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Rahayu. Building a civilized Indonesia start from the street first. We have a personality in culture that must be included in the soul of innovation of people, of course. Health being the first preventive is something that is best for exercise. Get healthy and that will help in our healthy voice will be much better, and of course access to healthy immediately in every village. Why did Ganjar Mahfud create one village, one health facility, one health worker? Because we want them to get the best, and then mothers of elderly children with disabilities from indigenous communities will get same or in service health service where in Israel as they need this access very well. If everything is good, ladies and gentlemen, then we must building education culture together. Access to good education is more inclusive and has a solid of curriculum. And of course, in facilities provide must be to provide the best access for our students, include the faith of teachers and lecturers. If this can run well, so the young woman from Jogja, Bakali said, Mr. Ganjar, pay attention to those who have been marginalized. They are two main groups, women, and the second are people with disabilities. Please really make school more inclusive and they don't receive discriminatory treatment. After that, then we work, and of course the skills they get out of education will encourage or be able to respond to very open employment opportunities and good labor wage, so fellow workers need me yesterday's. Sir, please just review the copyright law because this is that needs to be balanced with our destiny, and of course this development must be oriented towards human resource of people with good character, polite, tolerant, no arrogant, of passionate brothers, so people with good character. they becomes complete human beings. This can run quickly if the digitalis, the infrastructure, the information technology is good. Then the internet speed, quality, and the will be to get media to develop themselves. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, in politics is time. You must be give an example of democracy. It must be better for decoration to run well. Then an example of leader who is also good and has no conflict of interest like Mr. Mahfud. For example, step down so that is building good integrity, and of course the unrest that arise emerged. But for Muhammadiyah Gus Muromo Van Magnis Gunawan Muhammad and the campus, it must be a lot for us together that we, in the context of Indonesia culture, are in a good corridor, and of course why we have to do this, ladies and gentlemen, because that is the voice of the people. Then we listen to by Ganjar Mahfud when we were eliminated in people homes, when we listen to them and they revealed all trade details. That's why we said that my Lord is the people. Positions is just amended. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Ganjar Pranowo. Okay, next we invite the presidential candidate number 1, Mr. Anies Rashid Baswedan, to convey his vision, mission, and work program. Your time is 3 minutes, starting when you speak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. Best wishes to our past, mother and father, my fellow countrymen whom I love very much. The biggest problem of our nation today in our republic today is security, food, and justice between Jakarta and outside Jakarta. Java, outside Java, rich or poor, village or city, general education, religious education, vocational education, and technical education. These are inequality which today have become a dangerous phenomenon for this republic. Even in the economic sector, few people controlled most of our economy when this republic was founded in the situs BPUPKI. Members were educated people from a privileged class, but they established a republic for all instead of establishing a republic for the benefit of their own group or family. They with this for all a power that was established to provide opportunities for all. Now we are far from the ideals of this republic. When the founding fathers were intellectual, they choose to fight on the political path. I set out as a teacher to get a call to work in the political area. He will bring the ideas of the founders of the republic back to color. This republic to be able to direct the republic forward. To return the initial forward, what's the problem today? 45 million people don't have a decent job. Talking about social security, more than 70 million people don't have social security. Talking about education far from remote cities, the future is bleak. There are no opportunities for high ability is very frustrating. To see mental health violation sex, more than 15 million people become victims. These are problems that are not the concern of a few elites. These are the concern of the majority of the people, because that is what we have been of for over 1 year. With 1 million of people who flocked to one change, they made people poster made people post right from place. We could see this portal were brilliant because they were not funded with money from Jakarta, but funded with their clear sweating resulting from their hard work. This is the reason for change in what we want to achieve. One way we will ensure a healthy life, and if you outfit this is quick health, you will grow smart, affordable, because your family will build profits because you have a decent wage. And if you will be given social assistance according to your needs. Social assistance plus gives not provide social assistance for the benefit of the giver good, but for the benefit of the person given and cities who are proud of their country because its culture and maintenance, and its exit are maintained at a high level. We want unity because it is supported by a sense of justice. Unity is not possible in equality, and unity and requires a sense of justice. Therefore, your mission is firmly to create a nation that is healthy, intelligent, prosperous, cultural, and united. We see that so many people have the principle that Soko Wani Koso will gain glory. Anyone who is serious in the effort will definitely get glory. But if the opportunity is there, if the opportunity is not there, it results in frustration. And when we carry out our mandate, we will adhere to the principle of ngadek satekna jelas saplasna, consistency of word and action, uploading honest and wisdom. This is your commitment to focus on Indonesian human development, bringing equality, bringing justice. That's why we will have unity change. It's time for us to work and Katong to move for change for our Indonesian people, everyone. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Anis. And now we invite you to give applause and appreciation to the three presidential candidates who have conveyed their vision and mission and work program. Okay, now that the duration of this video has reached its target, we will end it here. I am Raditya Dwi Santoso as a moderator saying goodbye. Thank you for watching.